Hello and welcome everyone. I have got some Caran Dache coloured pencils here, and they are the ones that were made in collaboration with Paul Smith. So these are the colours that he chose, and I just thought that it was a very lovely tin, and I quite liked the colour choices. These are water soluble. So they're called Supracolor 2 Soft. These aren't ones that I've had before. So I thought that we could have a little bit of a play with them. I was going to do it on a little piece of paper, but I think I will get my sketchbook. So let's have a change of plan. Mainly because I didn't realise that they were waterproof, but that's all good. So let's get a clean page. This is my Pass Art 300 GSM cold press sketchbook. So let's find a pen to label up with. So these are the Caran Dache Supracolor 2. And then it says soft afterwards as well. So, and I'm going to make a little note here, water soluble. Now, I didn't realise that they were water soluble. So this is really interesting, actually, that they are water soluble. Good. Well, so you get this on the top there. Bright and opaque colours, it says. Does it give me the colour names on this side? Nope, but it is a limited edition of 8 shades selected by Paul Smith and combines the know-how of Caran Dache with the modernity of the designer's creations. Okay, good. So we get this piece of sponge, and there's also some sponge in the bottom of the tin, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 8 colors. Now let's see if it gives me the color names on here. Nope, no color names. So, and there's nothing. Let me just double check. No, there is nothing on the tin. Nope, and there's nothing on here either. Okay, well, in that case, we will just swatch them out. They are soft and creamy, that's for sure. Let's get this pink next. Oh, that is a gorgeous pink. If you're a fan of the sort of opera pinks, then you will quite like that. Then we've got a purple. And let's go to our... no, maybe we'll put the blue next. Let's put the blue next. And then we'll go to the green. got a darker green. And we've got a grey. Now, I will own up to a bit of a confession in that I had swatched these out earlier, going across the top there, but I hadn't realised that they were water soluble. And so I used this Derwent blender pen with them. And I also tried mixing some colours with this, with the blender pen, which actually didn't come out too badly. But let's try with some water then. Some water here. And let's see, we need a brush, and I'm going to use this silver black velvet 1/2 inch flat today. And it's looking very different from, where's my cloth? I'm kind of merging them as I go. Yeah, it looks completely different from when I that one's gone a bit maybe I'll try that purple again in a moment, but okay. So when you compare, that's with water. This was using a blender pen, and I'm wondering if I prefer using the blender pen, to be honest, but we will see. I mean, these are water soluble, so let's try doing a bit of mixing, and let's see what happens if we put our blue with our dark green. Oh, that's actually a very pretty colour. Let's take the dark green and mix with the yellow. Okay, that gives us more of a kind of a sap green. That's a much darker green. We could mix the light and the dark pink together. I think they are a very lovely set of colours. There we go, and then we get that kind of rosy pink colour. What happens if I mix the grey with the dark green? Oh, okay, that gives us another colour. So, yeah, what else could I mix? Maybe I could mix the purple with the light pink. I think the only thing that I would, I find with this, which is a beautiful set of colours, but there's no brown. There we go. What else could I do? Maybe I could do the pink. Oh, I've done the pink. Oh no, that was that pink and that pink. So why don't I do the pink and the yellow? Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay. Let's do the purple and the grey. I don't think I did that, no. Now, the other thing that I could do is see how they work when I put them on a Caran Dache mixing palette. Oh, that's very good. Oh, look at that. Much better than scribbling on the paper. Let's mix them together. And that gives us a very different blue. This is proving to be a much better way of mixing the colours. Yeah, they're coming out a lot better. Let's mix you two together. This is giving me lots more options, isn't it? So I think this is probably a better way of using these. And, you know, obviously there's probably lots more mixes that I could, you know, come up with. I'm still rather liking this effect here, though, which was with the blending pen, even though they're watercolour pencils. So, yeah, I don't know. I might be able to cut that up a bit and stick that in, or put it on the other page. However, not knowing that they were waterproof, I did have a go at this little painting. So it was like, well, you know, if I'm out and about, could I just use these pencils? I think I probably would add in a brown. But now that I know, and I went over these with the blender pen, the Derwent blender pen, but can we, she says, let's just rest it on here. Well, it's still, or because I've used the blender pen, we might not be able to water them now. Oh no, it is doing something. But yeah, you can see, hopefully, that it's really brightening it up. So there we have my little painting, just using these 8 colours. But if we take, let me see if I can find, what am I looking for? Aha. So let's just add, this is called sepia. If we just add this in, this is just a Castle Art watercolour pencil. That's quite a red brown, isn't it? Don't quite know what they call that, sepia. What are you? Burnt umber? Burnt umber might be better to go with these colours. That red doesn't go very nicely at all. Whereas that darker brown is going to go with these colours a lot more. So this was burnt umber. So I think I'm going to add burnt umber into that set. And let's see, have I got... ivory black. So we don't want the sepia. Because then I can darken that brown up as much as I want with a bit of the black. Okay, so I think that, beautiful as this colourway is, these 8 colours, which are stunning, and I think when you see them laid out in this manner, they are rather lovely. I do quite like using them with the Derwent blender pen, I have to say. So maybe I'll keep that in there. And I'm adding in a black and a burnt umber. And I think that that then makes a really useful set to take out. So, yes, that's... And if I move that over a bit, that one can go there, that one can go there. There we go. So, I don't know. What do you think? I'm trying to think. Oh, where did I get that from? Amazon. I got that from Amazon. I did see it on the Caran Dache website, but I didn't want to pay the postage. So, yeah, I just decided to get it from Amazon. Now, obviously, I can't fit all of that in now because I've kind of filled it up a bit more, but maybe I could get the sponge in. I don't know. Would it squash down? Protect them? I don't think it's particularly needed. But pretty tin, very pretty colours, and they do match with the colours on the tin here, really. And yeah, I think that, you know, by mixing a few of the colours, I would be able to use these when I'm out and about. As I said, just needed the black and the brown to make it a bit more versatile. But there you go. What do you think? I haven't actually seen anyone else showing these, but I also think, get that up the right way, I take that out with me, and that then gives me much more opportunities, different ways of using these few pencils. And I think I'm going to be giving that a try, seeing how that works with my en plein air. Right, I'll leave links to some of the things down below. But thank you for watching. Quite a short little video, but yeah, have fun with your own materials. Maybe you've got a set of watercolour pencils and you're thinking, do you know what? That kind of set of colours might work really well for me to take out and find your own little tin to put them in. All right, take care everyone, till next time. Bye for now.